And can you kind of explain to me what was going through your head when you first heard the diagnosis?
You know, I didn't go through, actually, I didn't cry very much at all. I mean, some people sit around, and everyone takes it differently. I took it sort of a head-on approach.
I, I found out through the ultrasound that they were just cysts, there was nothing wrong. But then I kept monitoring that area, and the two cysts ended up turning into one. And then I noticed that it got really hard, and it started growing fast.
I think at first I was just numb, and it was like I couldn't hardly believe it. But then when it sunk in, I got really scared and upset.
I mean, I was hysterical. I was a mess. I mean, it was very traumatic, and I didn't really feel sorry for myself, but I thought, what are my two girls going to do? I have two daughters, and you always think of your kids the first thing.
The group started when a friend of mine who I knew from a water aerobics class came up to me and said, I hear you've had breast cancer. And I said, yes. And she said, I just found out I have breast cancer. She said, can we talk?
And unfortunately, it's a group that none of us want to be in, but some of us are, thrown in, and you learn how to make the best of everything. It's just such a warm, caring, positive group.
In October of 2003, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I was diagnosed in August of 2007.
I am a breast cancer survivor.
But the thing is, on Mondays I volunteer, so I can't go, and then every other Wednesday I volunteer at the senior center, so I can't go every other Wednesday. And sometimes Friday I usually give myself the day off.
What class is it?
Well, there it's silver sneakers on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but then I've been going to Zumba on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. I love that.
We wanted to start a group to help other women who needed support in some way, be it someone to go with them to their chemotherapy treatments, or maybe just to be there because they don't know anyone else who's been through breast cancer. And it really helps to talk to someone who's been there.
Yeah.
Well, I want two of them, so there's six.
The goal of the breast cancer group is to interact with each other. We discuss different medications that different members take. We talk about maybe joint pain that's caused by a medication. We've talked also to people that can't afford their medications. So we try to help each other in different ways. That's just not right.
Even when it says lick cancer, you can't lick it.
Oh, doggone it.
I'm Susan Cunningham, and we're painting ornaments for raising money for Ellis Fischel Cancer Hospital. And this is our 4th year, and this year we're doing candy canes, and they're going to have lick cancer on them.
Well, we will decorate the Christmas tree at Ellis Fischel Hospital with the breast cancer awareness ornaments, and it's usually really beautiful. Susan Cunningham does an excellent job. She always brings the tree, and we have this beautiful ribbon that we tie around it, and then she has these pink packages that she's wrapped up with different pink and sparkly glitter, and it's really pretty.
And then we're working on the ribbons, the Christmas ornaments for the Christmas tree. That's my baby. So I'm very passionate about it, and I want it to get off the ground. We were talked about doing a Grinch, but we couldn't find a Grinch to paint. So we're going to say how the Grinch stole cancer.
Oh, that's a neat idea.
So maybe next year.
Well, I think this was a cool idea.
One of the first things I did after the initial diagnosis and getting over the shock was I wanted to find out if there was a support group, and there wasn't. I called Ellis Fischel to see, because I thought for sure there would be, but there wasn't. So that was kind of why my husband encouraged me to why don't you start one?
And it's some, in whatever, like in the Las Vegas phrase, you know, what stays in Vegas, you know, and that's the same with this group. I mean, what we say in there, you know, it doesn't get repeated. So it's just, you're alone, and then you find them, and then you're not as alone.
My favorite thing about being in the group is that the women that I've met are amazing. And I think they are so strong. And we've had women that were in fourth stage that never gave up. And it's the encouragement that you get.
It's a wonderful support group. It just sort of makes you feel warm and cozy because it's so unknown. Everything, it's scary.
I just think they're good because, like for myself, I didn't know anybody else who'd had breast cancer. And so who do you talk to? I mean, your friends are understanding, my husband was extremely understanding, but unless you've really gone through it, you know, you have to walk in someone's shoes in order to fully understand what they're going through.
We're selling our collectible Christmas tree ornaments. This is our 4th annual. This year we're doing candy canes. They say lick cancer, and then we'll put them on the tree located at Ellis. People do enjoy it when they're at the breast cancer center. You know, they go by the tree, and I think it makes them feel good because, especially if you're newly diagnosed, you see on the tree all the survivor names. You know, so I think it's a very positive thing.
The goal is for people to come and see the ornaments and buy an ornament and either leave it on the tree and they can put their name on it, or take it home and put it on their tree. Or best case scenario, buy 2, put one on our tree and one on their tree. But we'll see.